How about you? Well, seems like we're on opposite sides again, But I'm as innocent can be. What have you got to ask me? Tell me about your motives. Why would you want to steal the orbs? I don't think there's a point in denying this one. Either the orbs has power enough I could give either of the orbs. Okay, I confused myself. Has the power enough I could give me the edge I need to bring the Magma Gang back to full glory. That's just a no-brainer, right? I'd just be making myself look more suspicious if I lied about that. Cool. What were you doing? I'd love to give you an alibi. I was just sitting right here the whole time. Didn't move an inch, like a good little boy. The problem is, the person who could corroborate that story disappeared herself, which I'm guessing leaves me in the shitter. She and I were having a lively conversation. No idea why she'd just up and run off unless she got a very wrong idea. Okay, how about the others on the train? Well, I'd hate to do this, but that Julia girl said some pretty suspicious things. Damn! She suggested how she could go head up to the front and make the lights go out herself, and then lo and behold, out they went. But she was right here when that actually happened, so I don't imagine how she could have done that unless she uses an electrode, right? I'm imagining an interesting scenario in which she bowls it down the center of the train, scoring a strike in the engine room. But I didn't see anything of that, so best to discount it. She's suspicious, but I don't think she's guilty. I agree. I think everybody's going to point fingers at her because of her past, but I don't think it was her. Also, if she rolled an electrode all the way through here, she would run into people, right? Like Crodbury. I don't technically know what the kid, whose name I can't remember, was doing, where exactly he was standing during all this, but I don't think that would work, but I do like the visual. Thank you. Alright, I'm annoyed. Let's go. A couple in there was definitely talking about pulling off a heist on this train. When the lights went out, I was so sure they were going to do it, and that guy had been annoying me the whole ride. I was gonna stick my leg out and trip him in the dark as soon as he started walking back to the storage car, okay? But he never did. A few others came and went, and he really was right there the whole time. How I wish I could have seen him fall flat on his face. Okay, well that's a great alibi for him. Damn. Okay. How about you? Am I cursed? Did a hoopa jinx me? Is it my fate to suffer misfortune after misfortune and every time I so much as venture outside? Yeah. Anyway, why would you want to steal some orbs? Don't tell me you suspect me, too. Okay, sure, I've been known to go to extremes for the sake of the environment, and sure, the blue orb has been said to be a powerful water source, and together with the red orb could reshape the climate. Then, sure, the condition of the climate is a growing threat that nobody seems to either know what to do about or care enough to help. But that doesn't mean I was going back there to steal the orbs. Although, if someone did steal the orbs, they should definitely use them to help the planet. That's just a true statement of fact. Think about it. Okay, what's your alibi then? Okay, so this isn't the most positive alibi, but at the time of the incident, I was being detained by that officer over there, okay? He caught me over there just looking for the bathroom, I swear. And he held me up the entire time until it was already too late. Until the lights came back on. Did you piss yourself, Sandy? There's no way I could have had a chance to go get them. Okay, do you know anything about any others? I'm glad you asked. You remember that Ignotia Crodbury whose office we flooded? Turns out she's here, and I think she wants revenge. She started working from home after that, and I may have intercepted some of her personal correspondences. She wants to sell the orbs to her corporate shills. She has a history of illegal trading, and this is right up her alley. And who knows what she'd buy with all the money she could get from selling them. Don't trust anything she says. Okay? That's it. Save me! Let me talk to the officer. I am missing somebody, I notice. I was standing on guard back here at the time of the incident. First, I caught Sandy attempting to run into the storage room. Then someone else ran by me, and I couldn't catch them. Okay. I heard a great deal of shuffling, a deep voice cried out, and then no more. Notably, I did not hear the back door of the storage cart open. Oh, I see them. But there seemed to be screaming coming from the two carts down the line, so... Screaming coming from two carts... Oh, okay, the child. So I wonder if that simply masked it. I see you. Ah, what do you want? Why would you want to steal some orbs? Motives? Motives for what? What motive could I possibly have to steal the red and blue orbs and use them to return Team Meteor to their former might? Where were you? Shh, I need no alibi, for I am innocent. And because, although I confess I may have charged towards the storage car with the intent of stealing just a glance at the orbs, I was assailed in the darkness by all these boxes. I tripped on one, stumbled back here, and passed out. And then when the lights were back on, I thought it wisest to remain hidden. It was not wise. I may have hit my head. Okay, do you know anything about anybody else? I haven't seen much of the others, except for stepping on that boy as he was hollering about something or other. I swear that child screamed louder than some of our toughest cases at Dr. Connell's clinic. Eustace, his name was? I believe I saw that screen name in the CC of the message I received about this train ride. What message? Eustace Overlord, I believe it was. What a devil child. He was certainly planning something. But I suspect several others of the notable passengers on this train received the same message I did. The orbs were aboard. They could be stolen, it said. There was a message sent to all the passengers that the orbs were on board. There were 5 recipients of the message besides myself. Someone was clearly setting all this up, but who could it be? There was a message sent to 5 people on the train that the orbs were on board. One of them was John. One of them was Eustace. So that's still 3 other people who got a message. This is a most lamentable turn of events. After all our work, how could we still have failed to secure the orbs? Tell me about the orbs. It's completely baffling. The orbs were secured in this case to which only I have the key. No one has taken the key from me, yet there's no signs of damage on the case. How could they have just disappeared? And where are they now? Okay. What about your monitoring? Indeed, I was keeping a close eye on the passengers in the time leading up to the blackout. Not too much of anything happened, but I'll tell you everything I did notice. The child, Eustace, seems to be making a fuss about everything he could, ordering even my officers this way and that for the most trivial of things. I'd wondered if he had been trying to occupy their attention for something, but he's just a child after all. Miss Crodbury was making a similar stink. She kept walking out to the center car, but as soon as she saw me, she would just yell about something about the food being miserable and head back. I saw some others pass by, to and from the dining cart, but thinking about it, a couple of times, such as Sandy and John, may have ended up on the opposite side from where they started. I also noticed Julia and that gang leader consorting, whispering a bit here and there. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I felt it best not to intervene in a date without more evidence. After a time, the lights went out. I sent my men forward just in case and went to check on the engine room at once. I wish I could read. It's as you know it from there. Okay, what are your suspects? Our initial investigation has turned up 6 possible suspects. Rodbury. A shrewd shrew, we're aware she's engaged in illegal underground trading in the past. Second, Sandy, the reserve ground-type gym leader. While it's a shame to suspect a League member, she's shown a past willingness to violate the law for her admittedly well-intentioned activism. Third, Maxwell. His gang has been dissolved, but he has an extensive history of heists, and it's hard to deny that orbs could have a particular relevance to him. Fourth, John. He was released on bail after being captured during the Gate City raid. Lord only knows how he got funds for it. He claims to have left Meteor behind, but I find it difficult to trust him nonetheless. Fifth, Julia. We've let her get away with a lot due to her status and influence, but forget thinking twice. We'd be lucky if she thought once about blowing something up. The state of the engine room unfortunately makes her a prime suspect. Finally, Eustace. Eustace has no documented criminal record, but he seems to be a particularly troubled child, as well as an intelligent one. a dangerous combination, and it manifests as an apparent total ethical blindness, which has led him to skirt several laws already. In each incident, he has been completely absolved on legal technicalities. To be honest, the child is terrifying when he wants to be. That's it, regrettably. Full house of fools. There's always a chance that someone else could be involved, but to our research, these 6 seem to be the most likely by far. Okay. I'm still not entirely sure. The problem is I don't want to say I'm done investigating and not be 100% sure of myself. But I'm not entirely sure that it's one of these 6 that it's forcing me to think it is. I'm gonna save here, because I just remembered that I could save anywhere. And then I'm gonna say, I really want to say that it's not one of the 6, but if I have to choose one of the 6, I'd say John. And I feel really bad about that, because he's already been in a big scandal. But his alibi just seems the weakest. I'm so sorry, I pressed the wrong button again. Done investigating, I guess? Are you quite sure? No, but I'm gonna say yes. The red orb has been found? Excellent news, let us assemble at once. Bring the orb and all the primary suspects to the dining cart. I'll be there at once. I have the red orb right here. I was trying to see what repairs I could make to the engine, and I just found it inside. Intriguing. Truly a wrench in my plans. Inside the engine, you say? Yes, sir. I have no idea how it could have gotten there. The front end wasn't even accessible until I cleared away some of the debris. Give it here. I see, there's not a mark on it. Even if we're sturdy enough to remain undamaged, if it were present at the time the engine exploded, we'd expect to see some kind of soot or grime on it. This must have been placed in the engine at some point after the initial destruction. Obviously. Even a basculin could deduce that. Silence, child. You'll speak when spoken to. And whenever else I please. Officer, did your search yield anything? No, sir. We thoroughly searched all 6 primary suspects, and there's still no sign of the blue orb. And you violated at least 8 privacy laws in the process. Young man couldn't resist getting a pat and feel on this lady, could you? Oh, officer. Can't say I blame you, but I don't want your grubby paws coming near me any time in the future. I took no pleasure in it, ma'am. With all due respect, I would rather eat the entire Tourmaline Desert one spoonful of sand at a time than touch you again. You foul-mouthed barbarian. When we get back to the city, I'll sue you sideways. I'll make you regret the day you ever crawled out of your mother's stinking hole, and, ma'am, if you speak one more word, I will personally throw you out of this train and strand you in the desert. Damn. The red orb was found at the opposite side of the train from where it was stolen. The blue orb is still missing. I'm beginning to have my suspicions. But before that, Kit, tell me the results of your investigation. Oh no. Presumably you spoke to each of these suspects. Please now talk to the person you find the most suspicious here. I hate this. The game doesn't necessarily say... It says, talk to the person who you think is the most suspect. But it doesn't necessarily say it has to be one of the 8, right? Or one of the 6. What am I saying? And I've said since the beginning... Can I do this? Is the game gonna allow me to do this? I'm nervous. I'm scared. Simply talk to the person that you find most suspicious and we'll go from there. Any of them will do. Any one of them will do, no? You keep talking to me. Don't tell me. Could it be that you actually find me to be suspicious? I've said since the beginning I think it's the chief. Yeah? Oh. You're right, young champion, to be suspicious of everyone and everything. Make no assumptions. Take nothing for granted. These are the hallmarks of a truly astute detective. But I'm afraid your cunning will not be rewarded this time. Why not? Officer, please search the accused. Okay? You mean you, sir? Precisely. The blue orb is still missing. If I am the culprit, I should have it on my person, should I not? Not necessarily. You could have hidden it somewhere, but... All clean, sir. So you see, it couldn't be me. Or if it were, where could I have hidden the blue orb? Until you can answer that, there's simply... Sir, did you piss yourself? Hit. Why is water coming out of your bag? Out of my bag? You these days don't even know how to store water right. Kit, check your bag. That's not the right one. You know, I for bag. I mean, I'm literally checking my bag. It would be in key items, I assume. And all the way. Reveal glass. Let's go. Yep. Interesting. Who pickpocketed me? It could have been while the lights were out. Use it, I guess. The blue orb was in Kit's backpack all along? Ugh, should have known filth like that would be good for nothing thief. You really couldn't think of anywhere better to hide it? Hold on, that orb may not be the genuine article. Okay, well at least the chief's on my side? Question mark? Allow me to confirm. I mean, I made a puddle. Uh-huh. And goodbye. Yep. He just took it out of your hands and left? That is the story of this entire game. Sandy. This entire game has been the enemies taking things straight out of my hands and just leaving. I have butterfingers. That's so cheap. How could this happen? Lazy writing. Quick. After him. At least they know, like, enough that they can make fun of themselves in this way. The recovery train has arrived. We can begin evacuating passengers back to Reborn City. The chief has disappeared. Of course he did. Oh, there's a portal in the engine car instead. Urgent message from Reborn City. Everything's happening so much. The police chief has discovered... He was what? Tied up and disrobed in his bathroom. Oh, I get it now. I was like, oh my god. He absconded to his bathroom and then somebody tied up and disrobed him? No, somebody's pretending to be the chief. Okay. What? The police chief took a portal to Reborn City just to get naked and practice shibari in his bathroom? Same. No, ma'am, the chief that boarded this train was an imposter. And now it's dark again. You got the lights now. The backup power supply probably ran dry. 1 second, please. I'm obsessed with this. Quickly now, the reserve power won't last. You give chase to the chief. I mean the thief. We'll take care of things here and get all the passengers to safety. If you say so. I love this. Alright. I don't know why I'm checking rocks. We don't do that anymore. Hey. Hey man, what's up? So you're like that guy. No, didn't I? That one guy, I can't remember the name of, who kept appearing as different people. Didn't I eventually get him to, like, leave town, or he got put in jail or something? That doesn't make sense, but that's the only person that I can think of who does this. Or you could just be a product of a Pokemon. So, you're giving chase after all. Of course you would. I should have known much after our little chat in Train Town. After all, it's only to be expected in the wake of... Yep. Corin Rouge. Corin Rouge, the dashing rogue. You did well to seek me out in the end. What should have been a carefully laid plan was unraveled all too quickly. You see my friend beside me? Uh-huh. I'm sure with all the recent happenstances, this needs no explanation. It was divine providence, or something close enough, that this friend happened to open a portal into my cell within the jail, okay. And as you can imagine, we've been fast friends ever since. The plan this time was not so complex. As soon as I caught wind of the orb's discovery, I began following the trail of information. My investigation was detected, and the chief changed the shipment to an earlier train, so I knew I had to act fast. I sent out an invitation to the 6 individuals you interviewed, each who might have stolen it for their own purposes. Just as intended, they each tried. Each tried? They each tried to steal it? I need to have a talking to with my friends. But just as ever, I was miles ahead. My friend here did the heavy lifting. A few torn circuits at the front of the train, warp to the back as the lights go out. Surely I misread that. They did not each try to steal the fucking orbs. You mean they each tried to go on vacation? What? Back to the front to hide the orbs away in the engine compartment. The blue orb in particular will be priceless for the citizens of Train Town. That's true. Water would be nice. If we can simply learn to control its properties as a water source, they'll never need to worry again. But it seems my friend here decided to have a bit of fun and snuck it into your bag instead. 10 out of 10, the little giggle. Not the first time it's done that. Snuck things into my bag. Seems to think it's funny. I can't say with confidence that it's wrong. Nevertheless, we've chatted long enough, have we not? I have a getaway to make yet. Rather than running, however, I think I prefer our odds standing and fighting, of course. Me and my friend together against your power. Who do you think will come out on top? Me. Seems luck wasn't on my side, after all. Huh? So even this was not enough. And there's only one thing left to do. Run! Yeah. I felt that. Anyway. Give it up. With Hoofa's portal on my side, I didn't even know you were up there. You haven't a hope of catching me. And I still have both the orbs, right here. Wait, where did the blue orb go? I was gonna say I'm about to piss myself again. Forget it. I still got the red orb right here. We can run through altered space all day, kid. Save yourself the effort and head home now. May we meet again, never. Right, so anyway, I need to get up there. This is where I wanted to be. This one was it. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Get me in then. Let me in, coach. Okay. I doubt we're gonna be in there. This is one of the rings. It's different from all the other ones. Okay. You know, this has been fun. Okay. I should throw legendary items around more often. Say, have you checked your items pocket lately? No. Why? My items? For what? My magnetic lure? What'd you put in here? Everything else is in ABC order except for what's at the bottom. And you said specifically my items pocket. I don't see anything new, unless you meant... I mean, I have the orb. I don't know what that meant. Unless... Wait, hold on. Is that the prison bottle? Who put that there? I'm walking away. Okay, I'm just kidding with you. The only prison here is the one you're in now. Honestly, yeah. Consigned to an eternity of being forced to check an overstuffed backpack. Anyway, I'll stop talking to myself now, but... Oh, I almost forgot to mention. I found another one of your friends lying around. Keep an eye out, okay? Okay? Thank you. Can I go through the door now? What you doing? Okay. Ooh, wait, is that... Shoot, I didn't mean to send him over here. That's not a friend. So sorry about that little mix-up. Our staff will get that cleaned up right away. Here, we'll make that go away. That's better. Now just forget you ever saw anything, okay? Yep, totally. The real one is just ahead. Not even gonna say anything about that, just... Okay. Hi. Oh. She brought me back? Why? I was sure she was done with me in Labradora. She could have made me win if she wanted. She only loses because she wants to. I can pretty much guess everything that happened while I was out. You broke the rest of Team Meteor, got all the keys back, she took you to the Citadel, opened the new world, and then let you win. Right? You're probably thinking, she didn't let me win, I won with my own power. No, she let you win. Trust me. She got bored of all that. She got bored of that doll a long time ago. It couldn't say much at first, but eventually she learned to make it speak. Speaking through it was still difficult, though, so... Can we stop with the creepy music? I'm not trying to be intimidating here. Thanks. So you beat the doll, and Lynn pretended to be defeated, but the new world already exists, and now a bunch of stupid stuff keeps happening. That doll originally only existed so she could get herself out. But then she started having fun with it. She didn't get out, did she? She went from being trapped by the closed world to being trapped by her own power. And now that she's getting bored, she brought me back. Basically, once again, I'm just here to play a part and meet the others' expectations. Oh my god, can you get this stupid black aura off of me already? I swear it's made of juice that makes you dramatically monologue. Just fight or whatever and it'll come off. Skip battle? Yeah. Great, thanks. Much better. But if you were expecting me to be back to my usual chaotic persona, I'm going to have to disappoint you. That umbral energy draws out the most destructive parts of a person. Okay. Because somebody thought that was a convenient plot device. The most destructive parts of a person? Samson? We need a doc? That was real? But in my case, it doesn't really matter. I was already there. I still have some of that juice in me, so bear with it for a moment. My parents generally expected me to get good grades, stay out of trouble, blah blah blah. They weren't especially strict compared to other parents, and it's not like they were abusive. But I always got really shaken up whenever I did get in trouble with them or with anyone else. It was crushing. It was ridiculous, but every time it felt like I was about to be charbroiled and executed. Talk about an overreaction. So to avoid the feeling, I got used to living my life the way others thought I should. Wake up, go to school, do the work, come home, study, go to sleep, rinse, lather, repeat. Just like all the other 7 billion whatever people on this planet. Automatic process, automatic life. Stay in line, wait for the midlife crisis to kick in. All of it's just so pointless. Then I met her. I met the real her, not that doll. She really opened my eyes. If it's pointless anyway, you may as well have fun with it, she said. Break the rules, color outside of the lines. Why not? Isn't it better than living a cookie-cutter life? She went on to do just that. She found me and recruited me to the team to help rescue her. I found freedom under her power. Because with her, the rules didn't matter anyway. She was in it for the same reason. Everything is awful. May as well have some fun. I think I was the only person she trusted because we had that in common. There's probably a lot I could tell you about her and her plans, but I don't think she'd want that. Even now, she's probably watching. Aren't you? Did you bring me back out of pity? Or was it boredom? Looks like I'm left out to guess at it now, too. I don't care enough to. I didn't ask to come back. Better to go out with a bang than burn out and fade away. And I don't think I have that same zaniness left in me anyway. Or that much, or whatever. What about you? Did you find it funny, all of my antics before? No? Just obnoxious, right? Sometimes I even annoyed myself with it all. But it's better than withering away under monotony. That's what I told myself. I shouldn't still be here. Just let me go. Both of you. I mean, it's not that I found her like obnoxious, but can I go? I have to surf for this little tiny bit and then get on here. Like, she's definitely an interesting character, I feel like. What an interesting side. But I wouldn't say that I found her funny before, just kind of like weird. Like that kind of humor where you're not expecting somebody to say something. And so you laugh because it's unexpected, but not because it's funny. That sort of thing. Interesting, though. Interesting side to her character. Makes me... You're still here. I thought you were gone. It makes me think of some of the other things. And, I don't know her character as a whole. You want to talk about it? Just leave me. I'm sure you were doing something before I interrupted. I don't need to be a part of this story anymore. Okay, apparently I can't, change her mind. Hey, I'm leaving. You'll never see me again.